For quite a while now, the whole rallying cry among Nintendo fans has been that handhelds are the way forward and that mobile gaming is a joke and not for Nintendo fans. Even as 3DS sales are the lowest of any Nintendo handheld, especially when compared year to year in the same time frame as previous Nintendo handhelds, Nintendo fans will still fight tooth and nail to defend the glory of handheld gaming. However, there's one problem with Nintendo's strategy. While Sony tried to make technically advanced handhelds with cutting-edge technology, while NEC and Sega made handhelds based on home console technology, and while Atari made a handheld that was so ahead of its time that it even featured some features that the Sega Genesis lacked, Nintendo has taken the low-end casual game route with most of their handhelds. Their handhelds all have a reputation for being dated, and for a good reason. Nearly all of Nintendo's handhelds have used outdated technology, from the Game Boy's pea green monochrome LCD to the PSP and Vita leapfrogging the 3DS and DS hardware-wise. What Nintendo did have, however, was lower prices than the competition and casual pick-up and play games with familiar mascots, and the Game Boy brand became known for this. Even if Nintendo's handhelds were capable of more, with third parties dropping deep role-playing games, for example, that wouldn't be out of place on a modern game console, Nintendo has always been known for games like Mario or Zelda or Pokemon that anyone could pick up and play, even if they're spin-offs with less depth than the original console games that they're based off of. This approach has been praised by Nintendo fans who happily praise anything Nintendo does, and when the Vita was new and relevant, a common criticism from Nintendo gamers who weren't interested in it in the first place was that they only wanted to play handheld games on their handhelds and not console games, even if said handheld games were clones of games on Nintendo's home consoles. And you'll still see this battle cry used to some extent in 2016, even if it's not as prevalent as it was back in 2012. Yet there's one little problem with that approach, which is that Nintendo just released their first mobile app. Now, to be honest, it's a piece of shit. From what I've seen, it seems more like a meme maker than a game, but who am I kidding? Tomodachi Life was a hit on the 3DS as well, and well, Tomodachi 2 Electric Boogaloo, also known as Miitomo, has become a smash hit on Google Play. I fired up my phone to take screenshots, and well, not only was Miitomo front and center on the Google Play Store, but it's literally the #1 downloaded free app overall. It's already been downloaded a million times, and even before its official launch on the US Google Play Store, people were finding out with Google how to sideload an APK file. And one thing that both mobile games and Nintendo games have in common is that they're targeted towards casual gamers. Most of their games are designed to be easy pick up and play games, which is just what mobile games like Angry Birds are. While there are plenty of loyal Nintendo fans who will throw money at Nintendo so they can play Nintendo's games on dedicated hardware, the fact Miitomo is a success changes up the playing field. If Nintendo wanted to make more money, they could just quit making handhelds and start releasing games digitally on smartphones, or at least release some games from their vast back library on smartphones and monetize the titles, instead of losing gamers to illegally downloaded ROM files. Miitomo's success among the Nintendo crowd should prove that Nintendo doesn't need handhelds anymore, especially as smartphone users eat their apps up and as handheld sales tank. That's all that needs to be said. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.